What's up, guys? Andy here, Tri-Pillar Fitness, okay? TPF. I'm here to help you today with a question I get asked all the time, okay? It's probably something you've also thought. I want to work out with weights, but I have no idea what to do. Literally no idea what to do. I'm going to get hurt. I don't know what kind of exercises to choose, how to structure it, any of that, okay? So that's what I'm here to help you with. I'm going to give you that today. Simplicity, all right? There's no arm day, no leg day. That's all bodybuilding and whatnot. We don't do that. It's not a powerlifting routine. We're not powerlifters, okay? It's not an Olympic lifting program. We're not training for that, okay? It is a full body program based on movements, based on simple movements. 6 movements are built in here, okay? I like to use a simple 30 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest protocol. For that reason, the reason why is we don't have to count reps. I don't like to count reps, all right? So that's what this allows you to do, is not have to worry about counting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all 6 of these. This is what I would do if you have no idea. If you're starting off, you have a kid who's getting ready to start playing a sport, here we go. Just focus this. If you're 40 and you haven't lifted weights before or in a long time, do this, all right? Even if you are advanced, you can still do this. You can just increase the load. You can increase the load to make it harder, but make sure you can own the movements first. 6 movements. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. You can follow along with me. After you watch the first round, you can rewind it back to this point. It's about a minute and a half in, and knock it out. Okay, we're going to start 30 seconds, and we're going to do a goblet squat. You can do straight goblet squat down, or you can use the bench to touch to for your bound. It's whatever was up to you, whatever works best for you. Okay, 30 seconds, and begin. So you're going to step over this belt, bring it to your chest. From here, you're going to squat. So in the squat, you're going straight up and down. Knees push slightly out to the side. Chest stays up high. That kettlebell will sit right out in front of your chest. It's not pushed up against your chest, just a little out in front. But as you come down, the goal is to come as low as you can, pain-free. Okay? Low as you can come, pain-free. The bench just helps you to give you a spot to touch to. All right? That's our first movement. So we got our squat out of the way. That's our squatting movement. Next, we're going to a pushing movement. Okay? So when people start pushing, they think bench press. We're not going to start there. We're going to do push-up. We're going to use the bench. If you have a bench or a table or a chair, anything, you're going to put your hands on it. Make a straight line with your torso. Then you're going to lower toward the bench and push back up. Lower, push back up. When your upper arms are parallel to your torso, push back up. Don't let your elbows flare, okay? Keep your elbows slightly tucked. Big breath as you lower. Exhale. Big breath. Make sure you control this movement, okay? I don't want to see you on the ground until you can control it, okay? No pushing the head forward, none of that. Then we got a basic hinge pattern. A hinge is like a deadlifting movement or a jumping movement. Stand back up against your bench. Make sure your calves touch the bench. Grab your weight, stand up. From this position, don't let your calves leave the bench. Push your butt backwards, butt back, till your hands are about mid-shin, chest high, squeeze your butt. Again, butt back, pop. Butt back, pop. Make sure as you push your hips back that chest stays high. Chest stays high, all right? If you feel yourself just leaning, no, you should not feel this in your low back. Boom, hamstrings and glutes. Pop back forward. And that's our hinge pattern. Now we're rowing pattern. I'm going to grab a dumbbell too. If you have a dumbbell, if you don't have a kettlebell, dumbbells work for all this as well. Put your knee and your hand on the bench. You're going to grab your dumbbell. Flat back from here, elbow toward your hip. Don't let your shoulder out. Keep it packed here. Elbow to the hip. Elbow to the hip. Squeeze, a little pause, back down. Just always focus on driving that elbow toward the hip so you don't shrug your shoulder up as you row. Elbow back toward your hip. Back toward your hip. Nice work. Boom. And also, that should not be a 10-pound weight. If that's a 10-pound, I don't care who you are. I have 80-year-olds who do more than 10 pounds, all right? 10 pounds is way too light. You're not going to get any benefit from that. Now, a core movement. Core is like a plank. We're going to do a planking movement. You can start with the bench. I'll show you a couple ways. So remember that push-up we did? You can do the same thing right here. If that's super duper easy, come to the ground and hold that same position, all right? Make sure your glutes are tight. You want to squeeze those glutes, okay? Keep your glutes squeezed. Make sure your hands are directly under your shoulders. Brace your body. Squeeze your belly. Keep your head up. Don't tuck it under. Nice straight line here. Breathing. Boom. And last but not least, we're going to do a carry. All right? Love loaded carries. One of the best things you can do for overall core strength, grip strength. It's just a good full body workout. All right? Pick 2 weights up. They don't even have to be the same weight. You don't even have to move. You can walk in place. If you have room, go for a little walk. If you stroll around the neighborhood. Okay, maybe that's too far, but sometimes it's not. I've done stuff like that. It's all in what you're trying to train, but we're going for 30 seconds. So you can make a lap around your garage. A couple laps. Make a lap around your house. Make sure your shoulder blades are back, chest is up high. Okay? You want to squeeze those handles, brace your body, breathing throughout. Is that 6? 6 movements. All right. So, what I just gave you there was a full body workout. And we're going to do it again. I'm going to do it one more time with you, just so you get it. But it's a squat movement, it's a pushing movement, a hinging movement, a pulling, a core-oriented movement, and then a carrying pattern. That is full body workout, and it's going to help make everyday life so much easier. The reason also why full body workouts work so well is that you can repeat them more often. You're training the same area. So tomorrow or the next day, I'll have another squatting movement in my workouts. That allows me to hit that multiple times, not having a leg day, only doing it on my leg day. Okay, again, that's antiquated, man. That's old school. I don't do that. We don't do any of that stuff. Goal is to get everything moving and moving often, all right? Again, we're going to do it one more time. I'll cue you through some things. I'll help you out with a few more pieces, coaching cues. All right, here we go. We're going to start with the squat again. We're going to goblet, squat. I'll even use a dumbbell this time because some of you may not have kettlebells. A dumbbell works just the same, okay? 30 seconds and begin. So you're going to take that dumbbell just like you had the kettlebell. And again, with the bench, if you're struggling with your squat, you can sit all the way down, come back up. Focus on driving through the middle of your foot. Take your big toe, pinky toe, and your heel. Make sure they're all touching the ground. As you come down, that chest is up high, hips go back, knees are pushed slightly out. Big breath as you lower. Exhale on the way up. Only go down as far as you can without a lot of pain, okay? If your body is not used to that, it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take some adjustment. Then we got to push, all right? Don't let your ego get in the way. If you're struggling on the bench, do your push-ups, stay on the bench, all right? Or you go to the ground on your knees if you need to. Doesn't matter if you're boy or girl, all right? I'll show you on the ground this time. Just make sure your shoulders are over your hands, lower to your upper body, or your upper arm is parallel, push back up. Control it. You should own this movement, all right? You should be able to stay under control. Make sure your head stays in line with your spine. It's not pushing forward. Keep that head up. Big breath. Exhale. Exhale. Breathing as you go. Also, keep your glutes squeezed and your abs braced. It's very important during push-ups. Back to the hinge. If you have a little heavier weight and you feel like you need it, go ahead. These you can load up once you get the movement. I just don't have a kettlebell close enough right now. I'm not worried about it. More demoing. Keep your calves back up against that bench. Butt back, chest up. So just remember, your butt back. If you're struggling to get that, I want you to put this kettlebell behind your back, or a dumbbell, whatever you got. And I want you to push your butt backwards. Push your butt back to the wall behind you. Chest up high. You see my back stays nice and flat. You want to feel this in your hamstrings, okay? Pop. Hips back, Pop. Don't let that chest cave. Don't let it cave. Hips, go back. All right. Pull. Single. Single arm row. So here, obviously, you're going to want to do the other arm. Make sure that back leg is straight up and down so it's not pushed in. Elbow to the hip. Elbow to the hip. Drive. Also focus on, don't twist. Okay? Upper arm parallel to the torso, straight up. Squeeze that handle as you go along. Focus on your breathing. Focus on your breathing. Nice and easy here. Just keeping your body strong. That's our goal. Boom. And the more you move your joints, the better off they are in the long term. I cannot stress that enough. If you're in your 40s, your knees, hips, everything's starting to ache, you don't move them enough. I'll guarantee you that. Oh, core. I jumped ahead. Plank. So again, on the ground if you need to. Tall plank. Tall plank. Now, really focus on the glute squeeze here. Focus hard. Squeeze. I don't even care if these don't feel too hard. Practice them. Practice them. I promise you, they'll get challenging. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your abdominals. Brace hard. And if they're just so simple that you feel like you need to, you can bring your hand up and touch your shoulder. But make sure as you do it, you don't rock. Okay? Keep that. Don't rock yourself. Balance. And finally, we're going to carry again. We're going to carry. The kettlebells don't even have to be the same weight. Doesn't matter. Life isn't always the same weight. All right? Life is not always going to be line up with the same. Just grab what you got. If you got two equal ones, cool. But it's good sometimes to mix that up. Sometimes I'll do 35 in one, 60 in the other. Doesn't matter. And we're just going to march. You're just going for a walk. Again, this gets monotonous. So if you have space to walk, take advantage of it. Go walk around. Walk around your house. But this will work in a pinch. Driving those knees up. Oh, yeah. And that's it. See? That. So for all those who have said, I don't know what to do, this is yours. Please do it. Are there ways you can change and tweak these? Absolutely. There's a ton of room to grow from right here. But what I see with most people is they never own the basic movements. They never get the basics and they jump forward. There's literally no need for people who are just starting out to be doing burpees. No need. There's no need for people just starting out to be doing P90X, crazy high intensity workouts. They haven't owned their basic movements. They haven't even built a foundation of strength yet. That's the first thing you want to focus on. Build that foundation. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Got a saying written right over there. Simple things done well will always beat complexity. Always. That's life. Build your foundation. Keep things simple. Don't worry if it's boring. Don't. You know how many people have come to me, told me they get bored too easy with their workouts? Do you know how many of them end up being successful? 0. Because they're looking for a reason to stop. Don't be that person. All right? Don't be that person. Focus on the basics. Own those basics. When that workout is just easy, up it. Add some weights to your squat. Challenge yourself with the push-ups, right? You can bring your feet up in the air on the push-ups. You can make it harder. All those things can be made harder. If you have questions and you need a little help, reach out. I actually like helping people. So I will give you some tips. I'll give you some pointers. I'll take 10, 15 minutes of my time and I'll see what I can do to help you. Okay? So I hope this was, I know this was helpful. If you actually do this, I know it's going to be helpful for you. I know it's going to be helpful. So don't say you don't know what to do. You have it now. You have it at your disposal. Get that shit done, man. Go get it done, and you're going to see improvement. You're going to feel better. You're going to move better, and life is going to become easier. It's going to become better. Hopefully, you'll reach out if you need me. I'm here, and I'd love to help you out. Take care.